Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another gameplay episode here on MetaBroz. I am Moldy Potion. This is my bro Crax.
Welcome back, everyone, to what will be my virgin flight of the Torrential River deck. I've never played it. I've faced it. I've lost a bunch against it. I've won a couple times when, lightning's on my side, basically. But this is going to be my first time actually piloting it, so we'll see. Basically, what we were thinking was, you guys have seen, we had this undefeated Earth deck. Well, it started to lose games off camera, specifically when it was paired up against a dual aura, lightning and water, specifically, build that you came up with. And I wanted to see if Earth could ever handle water at its full potential, which I think at this point it would be argued Loveland or Torrential. I mean, you could have both, but it's kind of like one direction or the other. I think Torrential might be the most powerful just from what I've seen.
Yeah,
The
I
way
think
that
it
it
stands
machine
up.
guns the arena clear.
I think it stands up better in this format right now, and especially with the decks that could potentially be on top. Like we've talked about, because Earth just stomps lightning so hard, if Earth does stomp lightning enough that it becomes a common deck or a deck that a lot of people are playing at tournaments, this Torrential River deck will just absolutely destroy it in ways that Frogmen maybe can, but also maybe can't, because Frogman relies so much upon the Smoky Spirits and the lightning in the bottles. Potion does exist now. There are ways to break the Frogman deck, but Torrential is a bit harder to stop. Even if you're running Dampen, if you don't have Dampen at the right time, or if the Torrential player themselves has a Dampen to dampen your Dampen, then it can still set off a chain reaction that can totally end a game. My favorite thing with a Torrential deck is the last like 2 turns of the game, because you get to reveal all the math damage that you've been adding up over the course of that game. You get to go, okay, so you thought you were winning, but hang on. Torrential River, Toxic Water, Megalodon Tooth, Mermaid Scale, and you just watch their life disappear.
Well, hopefully you'll get to see that today, guys.
Yeah, we'll see. I've adjusted the Earth deck. The idea was we were going to take this Earth deck, and let me think realistically. If I was heading into a tournament, I know that if I come up against Lightning and I put Rock Rain into this spellbook, it's over. Lightning has 0 chance. But if I come up against other spellbooks, Rock Rain does basically nothing. So the attempt here is to have a main deck where I don't have Rock Rain in this main deck. I have it in a side deck. And so I'm going to try to play a deck that can survive against water, Earth's ultimate rival, and see if it can do that. Because if I can survive against water, I know I can side deck against lightning and we're good.
Yeah, with that said, I like the idea of Rock Rain and Chaos Potion. We've talked about this a little before.
That's a cool one.
But that's not a direction you're going. You pull the Rock Rain out. Technically, they're like in an ethereal side deck. These are going to be games where we revise drastically. So if he can put up a good fight, then we'll share our page. Oh, we'll share either way. We'll list the decks as usual in the description below, guys. Check it out. I know I'm late on listing the flame decks. We'll get those.
I think I updated it, at least with my flame deck.
Okay, then it's just me. All right, I'll get on that. But mine lost. So you really want to see the winners in my mind. Anyway, we'll see what happens. And as you update it, we'll keep you guys, clued in to what the changes are, what's working, what's not working. It would be really cool if you found a build that could handle with Earth fighting water,
right?
Because you just did that with lightning up against Earth.
Right.
Now, yes, you did do dual aura, but maybe you'll do something similar with this.
We'll see.
You had a proper 15-page side deck that you were swapping in and out of a 100% lightning build and then moving to 15 pages of water, and it knocked out the Earth deck again and again.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm trying to utilize Burrow with this build because Burrow can help to keep me safe from Torrential River. Torrential River shoots right through Stone Skin. Stone Skin does not prevent damage from Torrential River, which is crazy because normally Stone Skin would prevent damage from any spell, but Torrential River specifically says Stone Skin cannot prevent this damage. So Torrential River just fires right through already what to me is one of the big protective factors of Earth decks. There's a lot of beasties with Stone Skin on the Earth side of things, but Torrential doesn't care about that. So Burrow is my attempt to hide them even more. But Torrential even is going to have an edge on that because Toxic Water not only removes Burrow, but it unburrows the beastie.
I'm already thinking, and we'll get into the game and obviously, see how it plays, but what if you combined Earth and Water?
It's possible.
What if you had Torrential Rivers? And no, already when you put the Earth in, it dilutes the power of Torrential. All right, let's just get into the game. This is going to be our first time playing this. Hopefully, I will easily defeat you.
Yeah.
And then you will have to figure out an answer. By the way, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for more MetaZoo content, you could go over to Caster Society's YouTube channel, where we upload there every single week, several games. And those are more competitive, where we take some of the top decks from the meta and try to find new answers for them. Kind of like we're doing here. But this is more of a warm up to see if we can take some of these new ideas over to that channel and compete with the decks that we know are winning. Well, has this won a tournament, this Torrential?
Torrential, no, it's placed pretty well, but the meta just changed, so I don't think we know, and I don't think any Torrential decks got anywhere near the top 10 at Caster's Cup because of Hornets.
I'm trying, because this is your deck, your build, you just handed this to me. I'm trying to be delicate. I'm not doing my Ripple Shuffle.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So technically, you guys,
because there are 3 mailmen.
That's what I realized.
Deck.
Technically, I was doing my Ripple Shuffle in the beginning of this video, but I saw a mailman, and mailman is like, how many dollars?
He's like a $350. One of those mailmen is signed by Seb, so
that's
so no Ripple Shuffle, please.
This is even out of my budget.
Okay,
I'll stop the rippling or the rippling.
All
right, the rippling and the rippling.
Just the old standard slip them together shuffle.
You got it, just for you.
Thank you.
All right, okay. With that, elbow.
By the way, big shout out to our patrons. We love you guys. If you would like to support my bro and I and our content, you can go to patreon.com/MetaBroz with a Z.
Thanks, guys. You. Appreciate it. All right, this is going to be very new for me. I'll play my first hand because I don't really know what a good one is or a bad one at this point. I'm guessing I'm supposed to hold on to stuff like Terra and crystals for Torrential, though.
Terra, not so much. Crystals, yes, crystals you kind of want to hold for Torrential, but there are crystals in there that aren't water pages. There's chaos crystals and there's permafrost, and those ones you should be perfectly willing to play and also absorb yourself, because they're meant to just get you further into the deck.
No benefit from permafrost or river Terra when it comes to Torrential.
Right.
Okay. We'll roll to see who goes first. Evens you do, odds I do. And I'll take it. So 1, 2, 3. Bookmark, Water Aura, generate 1, play Bookmark, draw 2, and drop River Terra in turn.
All right. Bookmark, that's actually, it's a strong first turn for Torrential. You really love when the River Terra is in play with the Torrential River deck. Not only does it make your Torrentials twice as strong, it makes your water babies stronger. All right, I'll bring out a Prism Aura and a Petrified Wood, and I will generate 1 with the Prism Aura and contract a Stalactites, and I'll pass turn.
Okay, Bookmark, Awaken, place another Water Aura in the arena, and we'll absorb your Petrified Wood. Bookmark a card. Now we have a floating aura, so we have a total of 3 aura at the moment.
It is an Earth Aura that's floating.
Do I have... Yes, thank you. Do I have 2 Flood the Earths in this spellbook, or just 1?
Yes, you do.
I do. Well, yep. All right. Generate 1. Play Flood the Earth for the 1 cost. Allow me to bookmark a card. And I'm going to do the neutral aura and the 1 water aura. And I'm going to contract a Loveland Mailman.
Okay.
So here we go, guys. I'm going to attack and destroy your stalactite.
All right. That'll deal 20 damage to the mailman.
All right. In case you guys are not familiar with the $200 to $300 ridiculous mailman that was a promo but is now a mechanical staple. It's 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 water, 60 life points, has unblockable and fleet, so can attack right away. 4th wall effect, special delivery. If you are visibly wearing official MetaZoo merchandise, this attack gains plus 25 damage. So technically that's on my 4th wall list. We're just keeping it convenient for each other. I have that advantage, and he also deals a base damage of 10 and inflicts confused. So he'll be dealing 35 damage standard, 55 when it comes to water pages. And with that, pass turn.
Pages.
Earth pages. Thank you.
Yep. I'll bookmark Awaken, and we're already in a horrible position. I will pass turn.
That is terrible. Okay.
I thought I was safe with the stalactites and the aura effect, but no, Mailman reminded me I'm not.
Bookmark, Awaken. Don't think this is the right move, but I want more cards. So I'm going to make them invisible, which is going to allow me to bookmark a card.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack you for what will be 35.
Oh, yeah. Where's my phone?
Oh, where is your phone? Should we do it with dice rather than run off and try to find a phone?
Sure.
Or should we pause and come back? Let's pause and come back. We'll be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. Got our life counter. You knocked off 35.
Yep.
I'm going to drop a Megalodon Tooth. I know I should probably save that for the Torrential, but at this point, I want more aura so I can end this game as fast as possible past turn.
And that's really, when it comes to Torrential, one of the reasons why I suggested we try it on our channel before we head over to Casters is because I know he's been wanting to pilot Torrential, and Torrential for me is by far the most complex deck to play. There's a few decks that definitely take some learning, like Loveland Lockdown is another one. You really need to know when to hold your smokies, when to use your lightning in a bottles, things like that. This is even more complex because every card that you play is potentially 30 to 60 damage if you would have played it at the right time in the game, plus a bookmark. So it gets you further into your deck and it deals damage, but like he just said, it's a fine balance because you need to hit the aura enough to be able to contract Torrential, and you need to establish some sort of arena presence. So I think you're playing it well so far, but it is a tough deck. It definitely has a learning curve to it, and there are plenty, more than any other deck, there are games with Torrential where after the game I'm sitting there thinking about how I played and going, if I wouldn't have dropped that Megalodon Tooth, I actually could have won that game. You know, stuff like that.
Past turn.
Yep. I think I already bookmarked, actually. Okay. I'll bring an Earth Aura in the arena and generate 2 to contract my first safety boy, Stone Eating Guy Scudus, and I will pass turn and burrow.
Okay. Bookmark, awaken. And I suppose the best thing to do is hit you for 35 again.
Yep.
I mean, I could keep him as a blocker. Oh, did I not put the 20 damage on from the stalactite?
Oh, I don't think you did.
Okay. Could keep him as a blocker, but 10 damage, who cares? I mean, it's going to go to my crystal. Doesn't have an advantage. I'll generate 4, and I will contract Chessie.
Okay.
So Chessie, guys, I'm sure you probably know, 4 per spellbook, life points 80, gets an additional 50 bonus if not the River Terra, if the Lake Terra is in play. No. Yeah. Do we have Lake Terra in here?
No, you don't. But you have plenty of water pages. Don't complain.
Okay.
Yeah.
When this page enters the arena, bookmark 1, which we do. Drowning Kelp is the attack, base damage 10, and this attack gets plus 10 damage for every other water page in the arena. In addition to water being strong against earth pages, meaning all water pages deal 20 damage to all earth pages, Chessie's attack has an extra 20 damage bonus against earth. So Chessie will be dealing 40 extra damage to any earth page and getting, at this point, 10, 20, 30, and 40 bonus to her attack. So she'll be dealing 50 damage, but for now she is fatigued. Past turn.
All right. Yeah, she'll be swinging to 90 onto my earth pages, which is nasty. That's why you don't really need the Lake Terror with Chessie. If you're playing a straight water spellbook, the amount of water pages you have, that's plenty, especially when you're up against earth and she's dealing extra damage. All right. Bookmark, awaken. Well,
you got 3 aura.
There is one option ahead of me right now, and I have to commit fully to it. Generate 3. Power up the stone-eating Gaius Scudus.
That's an amazing move.
Lightning in a bottle, Gaius Scudus. Swing at Chessie.
Okay, you got Chessie.
We got Chessie. Pass turn and burrow. Woo, we might have a chance here, folks.
Bookmark, awaken. Well.
Everything slows down once a guy Scudus gets a power up red.
I got some options. I'm thinking about what the best one is.
There are plenty of answers in that spell book for this scenario.
Why don't we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Absorb aura on my own crystal. Bookmark a card. Now that I have 5 aura.
Yep, you have 4 water. Nope, because you have 4 water and 1 dark.
Oh no, I looked at this wrong. It's not 2 water.
Also,
it's not
flood
Mermaid
must be
Scales.
the only action you do that turn.
Shoot. Oh gosh, that's annoying.
If you've got a torrential, you could cast it right now.
No, I don't. I'm gonna rewind that if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I just messed up. I thought that was a Mermaid Scale for some dumb reason that I had just enough aura to play Flood and get rid of the burrowed beastie. We still have options. He's got 150 life points. Frogman would only strike. Well, Frogman would confuse him, so there's a good chance. Confuse automatically takes hold, but we don't know if it works until you attack. Do I want to give that up? Yeah, why not? I'll Toxic Water the Stone Eater, because you can still target burrowed beasties with potions, and specifically target beastie loses all of its traits until the end of turn. If this beastie was burrowed, unburrow it.
Yep.
And now I attack with Frogman, inflicting the what would be 55 damage and confused.
And now if I flip a Tails with this Confused, because my Stone Eater is swinging back at Frogman right now,
Stone Eater
I have
dies.
to roll. If I get a Tails, Stone Eater dies. And the Confused is pretty brutal because eventually he's going to die. And we got a Tails, so he immediately dies.
He dealt himself 110 damage, and he had just enough damage from Frogman previously.
Well, that was our shot, guys.
Okay, and now I'm going to, well, generate another 4 and contract another Chessie. Right back to where we started, minus your power-up red. Turn.
Bookmark for the Chessie.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I'm going to
bookmark
put that in the
page.
arena too.
Awaken.
You see that I dropped the Permafrost?
Yes.
A little late, but yes, thank you.
Not looking good, guys. I got nothing. Pass turn.
Okay. Bookmark, Awaken, and we'll generate 1, contract a Bookmark, draw 2 more, place a Water Ore in there, place a Chaos Crystal in there. What a mess. I'm going to clean this up real quick. And what do we want to do here? So we've got enough ore to pretty much do anything. We'll generate 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and we'll contract a, get the Bookmark out of here, Wallowa Lake Crustacean.
Okay.
Chessie's awake, just forgot to. So now I'll hit you for 35 with Frogman.
Yep.
And then I'll hit you for what will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That counts as 60?
Yep.
All right. So 70 total damage to you
Yep.
from Chessie, and pass turn.
Okay. Bookmark. Stalactites. Pass turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bookmark. Awaken everybody. And place another Water Ore in the arena. So now Chessie will be hitting for 80. Actually, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we don't even need to do that. We can go 2 and 5, and we'll contract the Oklahoma Octopus. If you don't mind, I'm going
Here we
to
go.
move my beasties a little bit to make this easier.
Sure.
I'm going to immediately let Octopus go away to get the tentacle tokens. So in case you guys aren't familiar, Oklahoma Octopus, you can have 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 5 water, life points 100, has fleet and double regen, so recover 10 life points per regen at the end of every turn. So in Octopus's case, it would be 20 life points recovering, gets an additional 20 bonus to the attack and life points if the Lake Terra is in play. Upon contraction, you may place this page in the afterlife to create 8 tentacle tokens with 10 life point, water beasties, and 10 damage attack and fleet. Arena effect, this page cannot be the target of opposing beasties while awakened. Dying by drowning is the attack of the Oklahoma Octopus, base damage 50 and inflicting 3 poison. But what we want right here is we want the octopus to go away. Actually, it says afterlife, doesn't it?
Afterlife, yep.
And we're going to make 10 of these tokens.
8 of them, but yes.
I always say, no matter what, I always say 10, but they're 8 tokens. So now Chessie's going to get an additional 8. So now Chessie's hitting for 160. And is that right? 10, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 150, and her base damage of 10. So 160 damage.
Yep.
So then I'll hit you for 160. And then I'll get you for 35 here. And I'll actually get you for 80 here. And we might as well just keep the heat on, try to close out the game. I'll get you for what will be 40 here.
Okay.
Yep. That'll be it. Pass turn.
Yep. Bookmark. Awaken.
I mean, this deck's mean in general. Put it up against
so
the Earth
mean.
where it has advantage, and it's kind of just how are you going to do it?
Gaius Scutus.
This is the challenge, though.
And pass turn burrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we've said this since the start with the Earth deck. It cannot stand up to water. It almost can't lose to lightning, but it almost can't win with water. And so we're just kind of trying to explore this right now. How much can you do with a 15 card side deck? How much can you change it? Right now, I'm not sure what to do other than to put in a bunch of Hornets and hope that I can win with a Hornet side deck, you know?
Yeah. Yep. All right. I'm going to generate 2 and I'm going to play Tidal Pull. Tidal Pull, you can have 3 per spellbook. Bookmark 3 pages. You may contract a nighttime Terra page. Full moon Terra page. Thank you. I knew my brain wasn't getting that right. Bookmark 1 if full moon is active. Place 2 pages in your spellbook on the bottom of your spellbook in any order. So basically this is like a scry. I don't have the full moon Terra, so I get to take 3 pages and I choose 1.
No, you take them into your chapter and then you choose
then I get to rearrange
2 from your chapter
and put on the bottom of my spellbook.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of even better, to be honest.
It's amazing.
So,
it's
all right.
ridiculous.
Cool. We'll get rid of this, and we will get rid of, I guess...
I miss playing Torrential. I love Torrential. It's my favorite.
Well, if you actually find a viable spellbook that can fight Torrential, we'll switch. I'll try
right. Once I have something that can beat it, we'll switch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But I'll sit in the winning seat for now. So we'll place a Water Aura in the arena. So now Chessie will be dealing, I believe, 200 damage? We'll make sure in a moment here. And I don't think we really need to do anything else. 35 damage here.
Okay.
80 damage here. 40 damage here. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Nope. 10, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. It's still 160. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's all good.
And pass turn.
Okay. Guess I could have been blocking Octopus tentacles, but let's be real, guys. I'm not going to win this game.
I'll knock off a tentacle?
No. I'll awaken and...
Do you have any spells in there that you'd want to get back to use by letting your stalactite die over time?
No.
I think you only have 1 turn to live no matter what happens here.
Yeah. I'll generate 1.
Oh, there would have been a smarter play.
It's not going to work. Huh?
I should have made my Chessie invisible just to keep her safe, because it would last until the end of my next turn, and it would also guarantee the 160 damage from her.
Right. I'll bring out a Stone Man, and...
If you say that's it, that's ridiculous.
Pass turn. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's game. I bookmark, I attack.
Nothing I can do, guys.
Wow, that
Nothing I can do.
Too easy, and I didn't even use a Torrential.
And I even got Power Up Red on a guy Scudus, and it was like, oh, cool idea. Well, he's dead.
Toxic Water.
Yep.
Frogman confused.
Torrential, because the thing is, water is so strong. Well, no, you're fine. Water is so strong that it took a 3-for-1 1-drop beastie, the Hornets, to change that. It took until that beastie dropped. Water had no chance of losing, really. And then that beastie dropped, and it was like, cool, now water's screwed. But when you take that beastie away, water comes right back to the top place. It is so strong.
Also, it doesn't just have like Torrential going for it.
You didn't Torrential a single time.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even need to.
Yeah.
The fact that Loveland Mailman inflicts confused is ultra powerful against species specifically that are power up redded or obviously deal more damage than they have life points, because you have a 50-50 chance to remove them every single time they attack for the rest of the game until they fail that flip.
Yeah, and the fact that he pecks them for 35 minimum, 55 if they're an earth page, it usually is enough to clinch it with the confused. I mean, it's so good.
It is. And then you just think about the Chessies and the Wallowa Lakes, and oh my goodness, this is awesome. Thank you very much for letting me kill you.
It's a sweet spellbook.
Yep,
It's a
I really appreciate you helping me on your life.
It's my 15th version of Torrential River. I've gone through 14 iterations, and this is the one I'm like, no, I believe in this deck. I don't think this deck can lose. I have a side deck for it as well. That's basically for if it comes up against lightning or another water deck, what to do.
I'm very interested to see what you will now try to do, revision-wise, with this Earth deck to make it stand up against Torrential. The only thing I can think of is adding water yourself, but then aren't you just diluting the Earth into mud?
I'm probably just going to add Hornets and see how it goes.
Oh, so you're going to go lightning?
Yep.
Okay.
What else can you do against water? I think if you don't have Hornets, you don't win against water.
You know, you brought Earth and lightning together to beat Earth.
Yep.
So, no, wait.
Nope.
Sorry. You brought lightning and water together to defeat what was the undefeated Earth.
Right.
And now you're going to try to bring Earth and lightning together to defeat water.
Yep, I
this
think that's the
triangle
move.
is very interesting. The
It is.
Triforce of advantage and aura types.
Or I could try to go full Gumbaroo, but I don't even think that would work out because water. I don't know. The Torrential River can take out Gumbaroo. We'll try it though. Maybe I'll try because I already have forest in the earth deck, so it would be an easy swap to try to put some fearsome critters in. Yeah, growth is in here and petrified wood is in here.
Right. That's the build that we've been playing, of course. I forgot. That was the only forest card in there for almost a month.
Yeah, but there are Prism Aura and there's 2 petrified wood, which is that's a decent amount of forest aura to be able to use.
I think set this deck out of my hands, or I'm going to start doing the.
Yeah, don't. Please don't. That is the one deck I'm like, please no, my baby.
I don't know if I've ever even touched a deck that's that expensive.
Shout out to everybody who's traded me a Loveland Mailman.
Oh, yeah, and there's a signed one in there. So what does that even mean?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. I'm actually nervous just holding it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, for liking, for commenting. We'd love if you hit that subscribe button, and definitely go subscribe to Caster Society, where you can see more games and more competitive games every single week. Plus, we have some new games, like we mentioned on the last show. We're going to go down right now and test out Soulforge again and see if we understand it enough to show it off maybe this weekend or next weekend at the latest.
That's
we really
what we're
want to start introducing some of the gameplay, because we think if you guys are fans of card games, why not have more games, more options? And it's a very different game and a very, very fun game.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's it.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Big love to all our patrons. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/MetaBroz with a Z. We'll be back soon with another episode. And I messed up the pitch again. We'll see you on the next episode of
MetaBroz. Later, guys.
Later.